Welcome back. President Fattah al-Sisi held a joint press conference on Wednesday with President of the European Union Commissioner Ursula von der Leyen. During the press conference, President Sisi said that the talks tackled means of boosting cooperation between Egypt and the European Union in various fields, mainly energy. The President also said that the meeting discussed means of facing repercussions of climate change, as well as several international files, including Ukrainian crisis and world economic challenges. President Sisi also reiterated that the two sides also agreed on continuing consultations over facing terrorism and illegal migration. For her part, von der Leyen said the talks tackled ways of enhancing food production amid world food crisis and affirmed that the EU would provide Egypt with $100 million to solve the issue. She also stressed keenness on bolstering relations between Egypt and the EU in several domains during the coming period. On his social media accounts, President Sisi praised the visit of the President of the European Union Commission in the framework of the fruitful cooperation between the two sides in all fields. President Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call on Wednesday from Bahraini King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. The phone call tackled bilateral cooperation in the framework of the distinguished relations and close ties between the two countries and the two peoples. The two leaders also exchanged points of view on a number of regional and international issues of common concern. They also agreed to continue consultations on different issues to face the challenges in the region. Meanwhile, President Sisi held a phone call with Kuwaiti Crown Prince Sheikh Mashal Jaber Al Ahmed Al Sabah. During the phone call, the President asked about the health of the Kuwaiti Crown Prince, wishing him good health. For his part, the Kuwaiti Crown Prince thanked President Sisi for the call. President Fattah al-Sisi received on Wednesday Chief of Staff of the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces, Lieutenant General Hamad Mohammed Thani al-Rumaisi. During the meeting, President Sisi extended greetings to UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, asserting the deeply rooted relations linking Egypt and the UAE, adding that these relations are a cornerstone for stability in the Middle East and the Arab world. For his part, the Chief of Staff of the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces asserted his country's keen interest in boosting bilateral strategic cooperation, notably in the military and security fields. The meeting also stressed the importance to continue joint coordination between Egypt and the UAE over regional and international issues in a way that serves the interests of both countries and the peoples, as well as boosting Arab solidarity. President Fattah al-Sisi met with the ministers of participating countries in the East Mediterranean Gas Forum, which kicked off in Cairo on Wednesday. During the meeting, President Sisi praised the representatives' efforts in boosting the forum's activities over the past 3 years, which affirmed the forum's important role in fostering cooperation in the energy field, regionally and internationally, taking into consideration the current global crises. The President also asserted the forum's capability to play a pivotal role over the upcoming period in solving the global energy crisis, which would help achieve the aspired economic development in the region. President Sisi reiterated Egypt's full support for the forum's objectives, which serve nations in the region, help realize their development interests, and provide sustainable energy sources for future generations. Meanwhile, the delegations emphasized the strategic importance of the Egyptian initiative to launch the forum, praising Egypt's active efforts for creating regional dialogue on energy. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli headed on Wednesday the Cabinet's weekly meeting. Following the Cabinet meeting, the Prime Minister held a press conference in which he said the meeting tackled several economic files, including food security, which he asserted is one of the state's top priorities. The Prime Minister reiterated that the state seeks to ease burdens on citizens amid economic world crisis, as President Fattah al-Sisi directed to postpone the increase in prices of some products for 6 months. The Premier added that this state has not increased the diesel prices like many other countries, despite hiking prices in global energy markets. The Prime Minister also stressed keenness on increasing local production of wheat during the coming period. The Cabinet's weekly meeting also tackled the preparations for Eid al-Adha.